Hi everyone, my name is Katie and I work for howtobecome.com. Welcome to this video for preparing to become a flight attendant. More specifically, this video will focus on the interview process. So about the cabin crew interview. So during the selection process for becoming cabin crew, you will have to undertake at least one interview. This will usually form part of the main assessment day. However, many airlines will also invite you back for a further second interview if you pass the assessment day. The questions will help you to prepare for both sets of interviews, and I would urge you to use the same preparation strategy for each interview. So in this video, we will look at the cabin crew interview and what it involves. So the cabin crew selection panel are highly experienced in being able to determine who are the right people for the job. Therefore, it's vitally important that you prepare well for this stage. The interview panel will normally consist of 2 to 3 people, with one person being a senior member of the cabin crew training team for that particular airline. There may also be a member of the Human Resources Department sitting on the panel to ensure the interview is conducted in a fair manner. So in order to pass the interview, you will need to provide the selection panel with evidence of where you meet the assessable qualities. Although we'll be covering the scoring criteria, you need to have the word evidence at the forefront of your mind before you start your preparation. So what you'll be assessed on. So the interview panel will be assessing you on the following key areas. So your knowledge of the airline you're applying to, your knowledge of the role of cabin crew, what qualities and expertise you can bring to the job role, the experiences you have that match the assessable qualities, your personal appearance and presentation, your communication skills, your levels of confidence, and whether or not you meet the qualities. So let's take a look at our sample interview question 1. So why do you want to become a cabin crew member? So you will most probably have already answered this question when completing the application form. So if this is the case, have a look at your application form response prior to the interview to make sure that you give an alternative answer and also that you do not contradict yourself the second time around. When answering this question, concentrate on covering the following elements. So the main reason why, your ambition, the suitability of your personal qualities and attributes, the positive aspects of the role, so variety, flexibility, working with others, etc., helping others, and customer care. So let's take a look at a sample response. So this is something that I've always wanted to do. Ever since I flew on holiday as a child, I have aspired to be a member of the cabin crew team. Although I enjoy my current job, I would now like a career that is more challenging, varied, and exciting. I believe my own personal qualities would suit the role of cabin crew member, and I get great satisfaction from working in a team environment where everybody is working towards the same goal. I understand that delivering a high level of service to the customer is a priority in this industry, and this is something that I would enjoy doing. So the key areas to consider. So the main reason for wanting to become a cabin crew member. So the positive aspects of the job, working in a team environment, providing a high standard of customer care. Okay, so sample interview question 2. So why do you want to work for our airline? So when answering this question, you must be positive about their airline. The main reason for the panel asking this question is that they want to know that you've researched them thoroughly and that you are serious about wanting to join them. Many candidates apply for many different airlines just because they want to become a cabin crew member. Wanting to join their particular airline is just as important as wanting to become a cabin crew member. So when answering this type of question, try to cover the following areas. So their reputation, providing it's positive, the quality of their product, the airline's ambitions and achievements, and what they stand for. So let's take a look at a sample response. So prior to attending the selection process, I researched a number of different airlines before deciding to apply for yours. I was impressed by the quality of service the airline offers, and I already know that it is an excellent reputation. Your customer service standards are high and the quality of training all cabin crew members receive is exceptional. Having spoken to some of your existing employees, all of them were happy in their work and stated that you are a very good employer. You're an exciting airline that has achieved much to date, and I like the fact that you're always looking for innovative ways to improve and develop. I would like to work for an airline that cares about its customers, which you do. If the customer is happy and their experience of flying with you is a good one, they're likely to come back again. I would love to be a part of this team and believe the qualities I have will help it to continue to move forward and stay ahead of its competitors. Okay, so the key areas to consider, so the airline's reputation, the quality of their product and what they stand for, and the airline's ambitions and achievements. Okay, so sample interview question 3. So what makes you better than the next candidate, and therefore why should we offer you the position? So this is another opportunity for you to sell yourself. This is quite a common interview question, and the way you approach it should be in a positive manner. The question is designed to assess your confidence and determine the type of qualities you have. Don't fall into the trap of answering this question in the same way that most people do. Many people will reply with a response along the following line: I am the best person for the job because this is something that I've always wanted to do. I'm a hard worker who is enthusiastic and determined to be successful. This type of response is not factual or unique in content. Try to focus your response on the job and how best you match it. The airline wants to know that they'll look back in a year's time and think that they are glad that they employed you. Okay, so let's take a look at the sample response. So I have researched both the role that I'm applying for and your airline. Looking at the required skills of the role and the type of person you are looking for, I believe I'm the best person for the job. I have a proven track record in delivering a high level of customer service and have experience in dealing with 88 how to become a cabin crew dealing with customer complaints. Sorry, that bit shouldn't be in there. I've been on a number of training courses before and always ensure that I put in the required amount of work to successfully pass them to a high standard. I am a confident and reliable person who works very well in a team environment. In my previous role as a restaurant manager, I often had to work to tight schedules, always remain calm when under pressure. Finally, my personal circumstances are extremely flexible, and having studied the role of a cabin crew member, I understand the obligations and requirements in terms of availability. If successful, I promise that I won't let you down and I will work hard to make sure that I live up to the expectations of the airline. So key areas to consider, so your previous experience and how it relates to the role. Be positive, confident and upbeat in your response, and cover the key qualities and attributes and match them with your own experiences. Sample interview question 4. So what are your weaknesses and what do you need to work on? So this is a classic interview question and can be quite difficult to answer for many people. Those people who say they have no weaknesses are not telling the truth. We all have areas that we can improve on, but you need to be careful when you disclose when responding to this type of question. For example, if you tell the panel that you are an awful timekeeper, you might as well leave the interview there and then. They will admire your honesty, but the role requires people who are punctual and are not going to be late for work. The best way to prepare for this type of question is to write down all of your weaknesses. Once you've done that, pick the one that you can turn into a positive. So let's take a look at the sample response and see how we have turned the weakness around to our advantage. So that's a difficult question to answer, but I am aware of a weakness that I do have. I tend to set myself high standards for both personally and professionally. The problem is I sometimes expect it from other people too. For example, I find it difficult to accept it when people are late for an appointment that we have agreed on. In those situations, I need to learn to get over it and just accept that everybody is different. So key areas to consider. So to be honest, but don't talk about any weaknesses you may have that are in relation to the job description. Turn your weakness into a positive. Say that you're working on your weakness. If you really cannot think of a weakness, tell them about one that you used to have. Okay, so that completes this video on preparing for the interview as a cabin crew member. Hopefully you have picked up some useful information regarding the types of questions you'll be asked and the common responses that you should be giving. If you do have any questions relating to the interview or the process of becoming a cabin crew member, then you can just drop me a message below the video and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Don't forget to check out the link below this video, because this does link to our cabin crew resource page, which has a whole load more information regarding the step-by-step process of how to become a cabin crew member. Don't forget to like the video, share the video, and check out our other cabin crew resources via howtobecome.com. So that's it from me. I wish you all the very best of luck in your preparation for becoming a cabin crew member. Don't forget, if you do have any questions, please let me know, okay? So that's it from me, everyone. Thanks for watching, and I wish you all the very best.